Producer Curtis King breaks down how Timbaland and AI platform Suno, that's the name of the company, I couldn't remember it earlier. It's an AI platform called Suno. They're stealing original beats from unknown producers to train their AI model. And so I watched most of this video by Curtis King. It's a nice video. It's good, well researched, and we will watch a clip of it. But before we watch that clip, I want to just kind of read this article, which this is not the same article read in the Curtis King video, but this is actually a more recent article. Suno, with a $500 million valuation, has admitted training its AI on copyrighted music. It just named Timbaland as a strategic advisor. So this article is really just stating the news about Timbaland joining as a strategic advisor after the company admitted to training its AI on copyrighted music. So not a great look for Timbaland. Really, he stepped into the shit after being told that it was shit to his face. He said, that's not shit, and stepped on it anyways when everybody can clearly see it's shit. What's going on with Timbaland? I don't know. He's probably just kind of dumb, but also I'm sure he got the bag, so I don't know. You tell me who's dumb. But he's certainly getting backlash from this decision of his to join this company. Let's read the article. AI music generator Suno is one of the most controversial entities in the music business today. In June, the $500 million company was sued by the major record companies along with fellow AI firm Udio for allegedly training their systems using the major's recordings without permission, an accusation they pretty much admitted to in court filings in August. The legal headache and negative perception in the record industry doesn't seem to have stopped one Grammy-winning artist and producer from working with the company. Timbaland has formed an official partnership with Suno, joining the platform as a strategic advisor after what it says were months of him being a top user of the platform. In a statement issued with the official announcement on Tuesday, Timbaland said that by combining forces with Suno, we have a unique opportunity to make AI work for the artist community and not the other way around. That sounds wonderful, you know, working for the artist. Timbaland is out here working for the artist. He added, we're seizing that opportunity and we're going to open up the floodgates for generations of artists to flourish on this new frontier. Everybody's always convinced they are on the new frontier, right? According to Suno, in his new capacity as a strategic advisor, Timbaland will be taking an active role and will support the company with day-to-day product development and strategic creative direction in order to ensure new generative music tools will meet the needs of both established and emerging artists. Suno's official announcement added that this partnership places Timbaland on the ground floor of what has all the makings of the next music industry revolution. They're like, what? It's just like auto-tune, bro. AI is just like the new auto-tune. That's what Kanye said. Timbaland isn't only joining the company in a strategic advisory role, he's also previewing his latest single, Love Again, exclusively on the platform. So it's also a streaming platform. Excellent. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. Another streaming platform. He is also inviting the Suno user base to participate in a remix contest, which will include feedback and judging from Timbaland himself. Now, this remix contest is a central point in Curtis King's video. So people have been sending Timbaland these remixes. No, this is actually separate than what Curtis was talking about. Curtis brings up a thing that Timbaland has been doing for years, in which people will send him their music and he will give his honest feedback on it. Apparently, Curtis has reason to believe, and he provides evidence to support his belief, that Timbaland has taken those tracks that were submitted to him and used them to train this AI model, which is the accusation here, without the artist's permission. So the article says, over $100,000 in prizes will be handed over to Suno users for winning remixes. You can assure that music being sent through this Suno remix contest is for sure going to be used to train their AI systems. And that's their incentive to do this. Maybe they do have to agree to some super small fine print type of contract when submitting their music to this contest, and somewhere in there it says, you know, we can use this to train our AI. So maybe technically they sign off on it, but is it clearly stated and understood by the signee? That's a different question. So let's watch the video. Let's see what's going on here, right? We're on the frontier, baby!
I don't see you no more.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. He's like, I did that shit, right? He's so excited. He did that shit. So Timbaland was confronted by Young Guru about this. They're asking him questions, kind of grilling him. Curtis covers that. And then Curtis brings up his evidence.
Shout out to this producer here. I've seen him on my timeline many a times. Never actually followed him, but I've always seen him on my Explore page. He goes by kfresh. Now, what you're seeing here is him reposting a beat that he had for some time already, right? He has an extensive catalog. He posts his music all the time. I want you to listen to not only this beat, but I want you to listen for his producer tag. You'll hear it in a second. Listen to this for a second. You heard that? Pay attention to that.
This is hard, bro. Shout out kfresh music. I'm gonna definitely hit him with a follow after this.
Okay, so you get the gist of it.
Yes, I do.
Look at this video.
First off, can we just take a moment to appreciate, like, what is going on here, Timbaland? Like, not only are his actions fried, but his fucking head is fried, bro. He looks like a hard-boiled egg. He looks like he's really rubbing those last two brain cells together to come up with a prompt for this AI model. He is scraping those brain cells together. Dude, they are just like rusty and they are just scraping against each other like two rocks.
This video was posted some months ago, so it's already been in circulation. Nobody just did this after all of the announcements came out about Tata. Listen to this beat for me and you let me know what you hear.
His eyes look like they're falling out of his skull. What the fuck, man? Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. You hear it? You hear it, right?
Not only are those elements of the sound of the beat that you just heard, in my opinion, but you also hear the man's tag. Oh.
It's unmistakable. It's unmistakable and it's identical.
What are we?
Timbaland is sitting there like he did something, bro. He's literally like Justin Bieber in that video trying to conduct an orchestra. If you know, you know.
What are you doing here? This is a beat that says in the title, Timbaland makes a beat with Suno AI. The same Suno that I showed you here that says, I quote, trains their data including essentially all music files of reasonable quality that are accessible on the open internet.
It's fucked up. Again, dude, the glory of Timbaland sitting here truly acting like and believing that he did something here. It's hilarious. It truly is hilarious.
Now there's
Baby Timbo.
other elements that are being added
Baby Timbo stole the work.
to it, but the issue is not whether or not new elements are being added to it. The issues are, that's that man's fucking beat.
So let's get K-Fresh's beat again here.
That's his version of mustard on a beat, oh, right? That's his beat tag.
Same shit. So just so everybody's clear, anybody who happens to be watching this at any point in time, Timbaland created this beat by typing in a prompt to an AI model, which then spit this out. And then Timbaland acts like he created it, when in reality, the AI lifted more than half of the beat from another beat that's identical, that it was trained on by an artist that did not give permission for the AI model to be trained on their song. It's bananas. Luckily, Timbaland is not getting away with this shit. Doesn't seem like anybody's falling for this, not even for a second. Timbaland is immediately being confronted by his peers on stream. So shout out Curtis.
When I got questions.
So yeah, we got questions, Timbaland. We got questions. What are you doing, man? This morning, Timbaland and his lawyer posted a statement to Instagram. The first half of the statement is from Timbaland himself, where he apologizes to kfresh, but also states that he didn't monetize the beat, he didn't release the beat, he was just merely inspired by the creativity. However, Timbaland ends his statement with a plug of his AI media company. The second half of the statement is written by Timbaland's lawyer, Tanya Coates. She reminds the public that while this is not ethical necessarily, it is legal, and that AI companies are not required legally to delete the AI model that was learned off of copyrighted material. Essentially, Timbaland posted an apology followed up directly with a "but actually" by his attorney. And while Tanya Coates wants to assure everybody that what Suno and Timbaland have done is not illegal, it in fact is, because they violated copyright law in the first place. Now, if you would like to help support independent musicians in this fight against Suno, you can visit the Instagram page at Top Music Attorney and visit the link in their bio. Now, Top Music Attorney is suing Suno on behalf of independent musicians. It's a class action lawsuit. So visit their link in their bio. You can become a plaintiff if you've been wronged by Suno yourself, and you can also just support in other ways. I also just recommend giving her a follow on Instagram. Very informative in the music industry.